So you give yourself a moment to land on your mat. If you need a shoulder roll or a shrug or a shimmy, send that to yourself and close your eyes. We always begin with this conscious pause, taking the inward gaze. And my hope for you is that you can feel like whatever you were dealing with before dissolves just for this moment. And anytime it arrives up in your consciousness or you have an idea, the word I use is divest. So we divest from anything other than our breathing body right now. And we will add movement, so it will be our breathing, moving body. And then to just enjoy our breathing, moving body. So the great gift of the home practice is all the invitations of the shapes that we shift into. You can transition any way you like that resonates for you. Right? So if you need more of something or less of something else. We really turn toward the prayer of the breathing body, the breathing, moving body. And also, if you can, get saturated in the open attitude, an intention-based practice, and loving awareness. And really so that we can come into the body. And then you'll bring your hands to your heart center in prayer, intention setting moment, mantra setting moment, dedication setting moment. We do an audible release and then a devotional om. So you take a deep breath in, exhale everything out. Inhale. Om. And then you flutter your eyes open. And let's go right into that ego eradicator is what they call it in Kundalini, but we'll just call it the Kapalabhati with the hands in the position where the palms are open and the thumbs are away. The arms can rest down by your sides. Classically, the arms reach up and the shoulders recline, and then we do sharp, short breaths. It's a rapid fire. Keep going. Exhale everything out. Touch your thumbs. Spread your fingers. Reach your arms super, super wide. We're going to go right into folding the right elbow. So yes, I'm mirroring you, and then tapping the chest. We don't always begin this way, but when we do, it's like, how can we keep seeking out that central axis in our body and move from that space, move from that space. Beautiful. And then you'll pause, take the right hand to the shoulder, the left hand to the shoulder, side bend over to your right. Bring your right elbow and shoulder forward. Keep firmly planted through your left sit bone. And then inhale, come on up. Exhale, go on over, lowering that left shoulder and bringing the ribs on the left slightly forward, the head back if it's poking forward like mine was. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Center, right. Now, if you feel like you don't want the pause, you just go into that whole movement. I like to breathe here and feel as if the rib cage is sort of de-adhering from the organs in the torso, and it's just letting everything slide and get massaged back into position. One more round, and then we'll pause, relax the arms down, shrug the shoulders up, back, and down. Now take your feet out in front of you. I'm going to come on my side now. And as I come on my side, I'm going to put my hands on my shins. You could just have your feet forward, scoop your belly in, roll back just enough where it feels like it's a hollow kind of hold a little bit, and then lift your heels and lower them, okay? Roll back a little deeper. You might be more rounded through your low back. Lift those heels and lower. I'm looking for a little shake here. Lift those heels and lower, and then roll up. This next one, I'm going to scooch my hips toward my heels so I have plenty of room behind myself so that I can get all the way down. I hope you will too. So we roll and we scoop down. We scoop and we roll down, down, down. And then we have that hollow hold moment and we get all the way down. Extend your legs straight up, point your feet, take your hands behind your head. Hold at the base of the skull. Take your right elbow toward your left thigh, okay? And then lower your right leg. And then lift your right leg. Good. Come to the center. Take your left elbow toward your right thigh. Lower your left leg. And then lift your left leg. Come back through the center. Now we're going to take the right arm up and outside the left thigh. Up and outside. And we're going to lower the right leg. And then lift. Come through center, left arm, outside, right thigh, curl up, lower, left leg, lift, left leg. Beautiful. Come through center. Now take both arms over just a bit over, bend the knees, sweep the arms around, hug those knees into your chest like a little ball here. Little ball like Nita knows when we're in down dog, except our arms would be here, yeah? And then slowly extend the left leg and bend and bring it in. Extend the right leg, you got this, and bend and bring it in. One more each side, left in. You could always hold your head could be down. I guess I could have told you that earlier. And then right leg, and then in, good. Now place your feet on the mat, let your head go down. Imagine there's a pencil at the tip of your nose. Draw a circle on the ceiling with that pencil on the tip of the nose. Big circle around. And then draw the circle the other direction. This will massage the base of the skull where the neck inserts, just in case you're overworking there. Then let's turn the left palm up toward the ceiling. You can either take the right hand behind the head or keep the right arm straight. We're going to just tap that left hand outside the left ankle. And tap. We'll do 6 of them and tap. We're warming up that lateral flexion. This is what we see in the practice. Last 3 in the reverse warrior or the side standing half moon. Yep. Take it behind and then go to the right 6 times. So we're really juicing up or preparing or priming this body of ours for all the shapes that we're going to take. Okay, last time for me. If you haven't hit there, that's okay. And then slowly, hands to the shins, rock up, sit up, and then rock back, rock up, sit up. On the third one, which is this one by my count, see if you can rock to standing forward fold at the top of your mat. So you rock back and you rock up and you fold. Yours may have been much more graceful than mine. It's not a comparison or a competitive moment. It's just a moment where we hear our breath in our body and we roll it out. So I have an opposite elbow and I'm just letting myself completely drip my chest over my thighs and then switch sides, meaning that my left forearm is now closer to the ground because it was closer to me moments ago. And I'm really letting the body, the torso, pendulum side to side. Now you'll keep the right knee bent, put the right hand on tented fingertips, the floor or a block, and the left leg goes straight. Lean forward, take that left hand to the left hip, and then reach it up if it's available. Notice the shoulders don't shrink by the earlobes, they recline. And then reach that left arm over and down, bend the left knee, put the left hand where the right one was, lean into those toes. You can even lift them, shrink shoulders away from ears, right hand, right hip, reach up, reach over, reach down. Beautiful. Softness in the knees. Place both hands on your shins. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bring the hands to the outer waist. Inhale, come all the way up. So here you are, top of the mat, hands heart center. Remember your prayer, your loving awareness, your open attitude. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Mindful breathing. Inhale, lengthen the chest. Take the right leg back. Sit deeply into the left thigh for a moment. Look forward. Take the left leg back, step to down dog. Pedal your feet in down dog. Maybe you'll get some adjustments through your toes. Maybe you'll get some feeling in this body of yours that you're really just moving side to side, side to side. Then ripple the body forward into the plank. Bend the knees and stir the hips up and back, okay? 2 more, scoop the belly, ripple forward, soft knees, hips up and back. Last time, plank, knees, hips up and back. Breathe here in and breathe here out. In breath, out breath. Inhale, plank pose. Now we'll lower our knees, our chest, and our chin and slide forward. Roll your thigh bones in, shrug your shoulders up to your earlobes, up to the ceiling, down your back, and then lift your chest. Pin those elbows in, lift your legs. Smooth out your breathing, rising up, rising up. Lift those legs higher, maybe lift your hands. And then gently release. Push back through child's pose, just so that we all know you can take it at any time. If you haven't hit your playlist, my apology, you can hit that now. Down dog. Inhale, rise the right leg. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Look forward. Step the left foot forward. Place the hands on the shins. Inhale. Lengthen your spine as you lean forward. Exhale, hinge at the hips, bow and fold. Inhale, come all the way up, root the feet down, reach up, rise up, reach, rise. Pull the prayer hands to the heart. Inhale, arms come up, begin again. Exhale, swan dive or prayer hands forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. Take the left leg back, sit deeply into the right thigh. That's that lingering moment where you get to feel a cohesive opening through the left leg, and then step back, downward facing dog, please. Breathe here, in breath and out breath. Inhale, ripple forward. So that is the feeling of slurping the navel toward the front of the spine. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Roll your thigh bones in. Toenails into the floor. Lift your chest. Pin your elbows narrow. Widen your collarbones. Lift your chest slightly higher. One more breath here, in, and one more breath out. Gently release, push back through child's pose. Downward facing dog. Then one knee and the other. Inhale, lift the left leg. Step the left foot forward. Look forward, right foot forward. Hands on shins, halfway lift. Take the hands to the calves, bend a smidge in the knees, pull yourself into yourself. Inhale, come all the way up, all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart center in prayer. One classic A. So we move at the breath, and the breath moves us, right? So you're inhaling, you stay as long as your inhale. Reach up. You're exhaling, you fold as long as you exhale. You might have a longer breath than I do. You take this inhale to lengthen your spine as your shoulders release back. And then you take an exhale for a full chaturanga. Inhale for an up dog, unless you're embodying low cobra. And your exhale leads you to down dog. And then we follow the trail of the breath here, in and out. In breath, out breath. In breath, out breath. 2 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees, look to the thumbs. That's your drishti, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Deep bend in your knees, come into Utkatasana. When you come into Utkatasana, sit the hips down, funnel the ribs in the front and the back body, and then reach the arms to cactus or straight above or ahead of you. Straight above or ahead of you, wherever you want to go. Sit a little lower, soften your eyes. Inhale, spring up, Urdhva Hastasana, little or big back bend. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, rise, chest. Chaturanga for the exhale, stepping, gliding, low cobra or up dog, down dog. Inhale, rise the right leg. So right knee, right elbow. Right knee, left elbow. And up. Knee to the nose, scoop the belly, step the right foot forward. Left leg into its own lane, sit deeply into the right thigh. Reach the arms back, hover the chest over the thigh. Powerful back body. Slowly pitch the torso upright, cactus the arms. We're going to keep the back leg straight today. Inhale, straighten the right leg and the arms. Exhale, bend. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. In breath. Out breath. Remember that movement of the hands on the shoulders? Put the hands on the shoulders. Twist to your right. Sit deeper into the right thigh. If the left knee needs to be down, put it down. Reach the arms away from the midline. Take the left hand to the floor, the right hand to the sky. If that's too much for you, put the right hand on the hip. Place the right hand outside the right foot. Vinyasa, down dog, or child's pose. Your choice. Vinyasa, down dog, child's pose. So how you move in between each shape that you hold, each asana, that's for you to find this spaciousness Inhale, lift the left leg. Left knee, left elbow, and up. Right elbow, up. Knee to nose, round the back. Step the left foot forward. Each leg in their own lane. Sit deeply into the left thigh. Arms back. So in this power lunge, we really look to find the length between the feet, the width between the feet, and then the merging of the energy in the midline. And then come on up. Arms cactus. Inhale, straight front leg. The back leg's already straight. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Final. Inhale. Exhale. Put the hands on the shoulders. Bring the right elbow forward, left elbow back. Sit deeper. Sit deeper. Clean lines. Right hand down, left hand up. Again, I always check in with my shoulders because they can be quite bossy and rise. Left hand comes down, move through your vinyasa or into down dog or child's pose. And then feel the flush that comes from the breath in and the breath out. I turn my head to the right and the left, checking in, breathing. Bend the knees, drishti, focal point forward, and then you get your feet to your hands any way that suits you. Lengthen, fold, bend the knees, come into Utkatasana. Bend the knees, come into Utkatasana. Bring the hands to the heart center in prayer. Sit a little deeper. Smooth out your breath. Hands are in prayer, yeah? Take your left elbow outside your right thigh. Take your left elbow outside your right thigh. You can fist that left hand and wrap the right one. Relax your shoulders. Warm up the legs. Sit a little bit lower back. And then inhale, interlace your hands and bring your hands forward and your seat back. Or to halfway. It's kind of like a skier's pose. The quads ought to kick in right now. If you don't feel them, sit back a little more. And then inhale, let's spring up because that rinse will feel really nice. You can swan dive forward or prayer hands forward. Lengthen the spine. Bend the knees, Utkatasana. Take the right elbow outside the left thigh. The hand can be a fist. Some of you might have opened your arms. You can do that. Again, the idea here is the zipper in between the legs and that feeling in the low belly and the organs of getting a little internal shower, little rinse there. Yeah, you got it. You're doing wonderful. And then interlace the hands. I always switch my grip so it feels like somebody else's hand. And then palms forward, seat back. Palms forward, seat back. Inhale, spring on up. Welcome to your quads. Exhale, fold forward and down. Chin tips away from nape of neck. Inhale. Chaturanga happens smoothly. Up dog. Opening of the front of the torso. Down dog. Lift your right leg. Right knee, left elbow first, and then up. Right knee, right elbow. To the nose. Step the right foot forward here. And then let's bring the hands to the hips. So this time around, you're going to take your left elbow under your right. If your hands can't wrap, you just put your opposite hand on the shoulder. If they can wrap, you wrap and you sit. You'll take an inhale and arch your spine. And you'll take an exhale and curl your spine. And then you'll inhale, come right in the middle. Right in the middle here. Stay, stay, stay. And then release your arms down, vinyasa. We organize by waking through the core, lift the left leg, Feeling the rotation, left knee, right elbow, and the rise, left knee, left elbow, obliques, and up, and then knee to the nose, and you step. Hands to your hips, elbows narrow for a moment so that you feel like you're in Alanasana crescent, and then the right elbow under the left. Remember, hands can rest on shoulders or you wrap. Sit deeply, inhale, extend and look up. Exhale, flex and pull it in. And then come through center. And your spine, however bendy, right? The idea is to mend the body through bending so it doesn't break. Mend the mind through flexibility so it doesn't just go into that place of breaking down. Release, hands down, vinyasa. So we find all these places that need more nourishment in our body, and we nourish them. Bend the knees when you exhale, feet to hands. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Deep bend in the knees. Sweep the arms up. We're just going to do a classic drinking bird. Arms go back, heels rise up. Heels lower down, arms come forward. The second one, we're going to do a different version. The arms are going to go back and the palms face up, which I don't often say. The heels are going to rise. Your seat is going to lower. The heels are going to rise. Keep the hands pressing like they're moving up. And then slowly come up on those tiptoes. Lower the heels, sweep the arms forward. Inhale, spring up and back. Engage to the center of the body. And then fold forward and down. Inhale, lift us to lengthen. Exhale, glide through or step into down dog. You can always skip the chaturanga and you can always add on. So now if we hang out for a moment in down dog, my guess is you'll feel a little more of a sensation of length. And as you feel that length, I would like for you to turn toward your hands. Look your hands, spread your fingers, and then let your head and neck go. Widen the space between the shoulders and your earlobes. Hear your breath in, note your breath out. And then we add on, lift your right leg. As you lift your right leg, you'll simply step the right foot forward and come into warrior two. So today we're skipping warrior one for now. We come into warrior two, we sit. We stack the shoulder girdle over the pelvis, long lines of energy from the inner thighs, and then ungripped toes. Now you'll turn the palms of the hands up. You'll inhale, straighten your right leg, palms clap, not really clap, but you know what I mean. And then exhale, bend. Two more, inhale, exhale. Washing the body with breath, inhale, or the vessel getting irrigated, bend. And then reverse the warrior. Now, when you reverse the warrior, you can look down to the side or up, pick up the side waist on the right and feel the left side waist engage. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, the right forearm to thigh. The left hand can go on the hip, straight up, over, or possibly wrap it behind, and maybe you lower the right arm. The opening is the inquiry, the gateway, right? There will be many gates in our lives. There will be many obstacles, hindrances, all leading to some kind of path. Inhale, come up through warrior two. Exhale, straighten that front leg, and then slurp the right thigh bone in. Keep the link through the right side body, right hand outer calf, shin, ankle, and left arm straight up. Some people like to reach the left arm over. Again, you could wrap it behind. The right arm can come under. Wherever you are, remember that right knee, avoid locking. Avoid locking the right knee. Both hands come to the mat, your right knee bends, and you move through the vinyasa. You move through it with breath, move through it with open eyes. with the clarity here to breathe. And then scan your body for a moment in down dog. Is there a place that's overworking? Lift your left leg, step your left foot forward, sit deeply into the right thigh, and the left thigh, excuse me, and come into warrior two. When you come into warrior two, settle into the bones, because that's where the patience resides. Settle into the bones. Smooth the breath out. Good. Turn the palms up. Inhale, straighten that left leg. Exhale, bend. Reach the arms away from the midline. Inhale, straighten and bend. One more time. In breath. Out breath. Pick up that left side waist. Lower the right arm. Relax the shoulders. Smooth your breath out. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then inhale, come up. Utthita Parshva Konasana, extended side angle. You can bind halfway, full way, all the way. It's up to you. More than anything, it's a practice with curious mind-body connection, being the connoisseur of your breath. Inhale up through warrior two. Exhale, straighten that left leg. My stance is too wide, so I shorten it. Utthita Trikonasana. Recruit that muscular energy through the legs. Keep the long lines to the arms and the torso. And breathe. Bend that left knee, vinyasa. Watch for when there's no instruction. Where does the mind go? Where is the breath moving in the body? Is there patience? Walk the feet halfway up the mat, the hands halfway back, right? 2 fists in between your big toes. Take your index and your middle finger, wrap the big toes. Inhale, lengthen the spine, lift the chin and chest. Exhale, fold forward. Now you can soften the knees so the chest drapes over the thighs. Hug the shoulders up, bend the elbows wide. Smooth, deep breathing. Smooth, deep breathing. Inhale, lift the chest, place the hands on the shins. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, come all the way up. So you're facing the top of your mat. You were just on your left leg, yeah? So let's go to the right leg. Turn the left foot out. Turn the left foot out. Put the left heel on the ankle, below the knee, or all the way up. That's an assisted tree. Hands come to your heart center in prayer. And then if you want, you can reach your arms up, or better yet, bend the elbows for a little tricep stretch. You can feel how your tree might sway, or you can sway your tree, right? We work to find that moment on this moving planet where we ground down and fine tune. Maybe you'll be better balanced than I am. And then slowly, hands heart, lower that left foot down, ground down through the left leg, turn the right foot out, heel on ankle. You could stay there, or as you can see, when you pick that foot up, it's an assisted tree. And then in that moment, there's the grace of the breath. And in the breath is everything. The hands can stay in prayer, bend elbows. You can go for that tricep stretch, or you can just let your arms be like the weeping willow and feel how the trees bend and the trees sway. However you want to move through the practice in a way that greets you with grace and also gratefulness. This body works. Release the hands, release the right leg, then feet again, 2 fist distance. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Slide the entire palm of hand underneath sole of foot. Take a lengthen as you inhale and a fold as you exhale. Beautiful. Release your hands, walk your hands forward and your feet back. Take a vinyasa here. Come into the plank and onto the right forearm. Yep. And spin on over. You could be on the right knee. The left foot could be in front. Let's take that left arm up. Let's dive the left arm through for an exhale. And then inhale, come on up. 2 more just like that. Exhale, dive. You have the bigger platform because the forearm's down. Last one, we're going to add on. Reach up. Now reach the left arm over. Lift the left leg. Elbow to knee and reach. Good. Elbow to knee and reach. One more, friends. Elbow to knee and reach. And then come back and down onto your forearms. Hold steady. Steady yourself here. And then roll onto your left forearm. I have the best guard dog. Shh. Now come on to your left forearm. I totally apologize. I knew that was going to happen. And dive your right arm through. And then reach up. 2 more. Exhale, dive. Inhale, reach. 1 more. Dive and reach. And now reach the right arm over. Lift the right leg. Tap the elbow to the knee and then reach over. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. He even knows who's downstairs. Exhale and reach. Good. Now come on to the forearm. He got you out of the last 2 things. You can thank Blue later, but we're going to glide forward and back. Forward and back. 1 more. Forward and back. And then we lower the left hip, come up through the center, lower the right hip. Good. 2 more. Lower left, lower right. Good. Last time. Over. I bet you wish he was barking now. And then over. And then lower the knees, the thighs, the pubic bone. Forearms parallel. Tether that navel and lift for low Sphinx, medium Sphinx, high Sphinx. Right here. Ought to feel great. Still have 1 more thing to do. Lower your elbows, flex your toes, or tuck your toes into the mat, flex your feet to be specific. Lift your thighs, lift your knees, walk your feet in. As your feet come in, you'll flirt with the dolphin. You can stay right here, or you can rock onto your tiptoes and back, or you can lift the right leg. Lift it, lift it, lift it, and lower. Then you can lift the left leg, lift, lift, lift. Lower the left leg. Walk your feet back a smidge. Put your right hand where your elbow was, left hand where your left elbow was, and then down dog, breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. Hear your breath in, note your breath out. And then slowly lift your right leg up. Step your right foot forward, come into warrior 1. So here you are now in warrior 1. Your hips are ready for this. Swivel, your core is integrated for this. Your hands can stay on the outer waist. They can cactus, prayer hands ahead or above. And then we just sit into it. And really what we're doing is surfing our breath in our body. Finding this moment of pause, this moment of patience, and hopefully a moment of moderation. Bring the hands behind you to interlace the fingers. If that's not available to you, you take the hands to the hips. Inhale, lift your chest, lift up, and then exhale, hinge at your hips, fold, forward and down, bow, breathe. Inhale, come up. Exhale, straighten the right leg, turn the toes in and the heels out. My hands are still weaved behind. So move your feet without your hands. Roll your shoulders towards each other. Inhale, lift your chest, chin. Exhale, hinge forward. Now your knuckles can stay on your sacrum and you can squeeze the elbows. Yeah. Or you can start to lift the hands away and fold. Super active, please, in the midline. More breath, more breath. And then slowly, gently release your fingers, reach your arms wide. Inhale, come halfway up. Halfway up, turn your toes out and your heels in. Bend your left knee. I'm bending my left knee. And then come through center, bend your right knee. Good. Come through center. One more time. Left knee bends. Center. Right knee bends. Center. Stand. Swivel and bring your hands forward and down. Vinyasa. Swivel and bring your hands forward and down. Cycle through. Inhale, lift the left leg. Step the left foot forward, come into warrior one. As you come in, heel to heel, or you move the whole right leg into its own lane, and you feel how the rotation of the right ribs forward, draw the left ribs back. And then a clean awareness that the outer edge of the back foot connects and bloom in the center of your heart. Right, bloom there, blossom. Find that moment where there's the yearning for more space. Take the hands either to the hips or weave with the other thumb leading. Lift chin, chest, fold. So you tip and you fold and you lengthen. And as you tip and you fold and you lengthen, sit deeper into the left thigh, steer the left outer hip back more. Inhale, come on up, straighten the left leg, turn your toes in and your heels out. I'm just gonna turn towards you for prasarita. Align those toes, keep the fingers weaved because it's with the other thumb, yeah? Inhale, lift heart, lift chin, roll eyes, and fold. So recruit that great strength of your muscular energy in your legs. Knuckles can go into the low back, just below the lumbar, into the sacrum, or you can reach the hands away. As you fold here, breathe. Smooth, deep, full breaths. Inhale, release the arms out to the side. This time, put the hands down on the mat. Turn your toes out and your heels in. I'm bending my right knee. You'll bend your right knee as well. Your right heel can be down or up. The left kneecap faces the ceiling. If you're a knee locker, have a smidge of a bend so you can feel the work. You're doing a great job. And then switch sides. Right, so we switch, we breathe, we move the energy in the body. The water, the vayu, switch back to the right. Nice work. One more time, back to the left. And then your hands frame your left foot, vinyasa. Inhale, come forward into the plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. Take your hands behind you, grab hold of your bottom, squeeze your elbows towards each other, and then hover the chest. As you peel the chest, hover higher, lift the legs. As you lift the legs, squeeze the elbows, bend the knees, rise the thighs up, rise the thighs up, rise the thighs up, and then release. You can stack your hands and rest your forehead, or you can take your hands down by your sides and turn your head to the right. I'm going to stack today and shake my hips out. Let the breath move you. This time we'll bend our knees. Yeah, we'll take our hands back toward our glutes. You can either squeeze the elbows, or part of the theme today has been weaving the fingers. So you can weave the fingers, bend the elbows, squeeze the elbows toward the midline, lift the chest, lift the thighs, lift the eyes. Chest, thighs, eyes. Relax the shoulders. If the eyes are getting in the way of the mid-back stretch, draw the chin down, lift a little higher, and then release. Remember, it's not significant what you'll see in somebody else's body. It's what you feel. So we look inside and we feel for, how can I go through that gate, go through that opening, see what's still possible and available, and be respectful of it. Then slowly bend your knees. Now's your moment. If you want Dhanurasana, bend your knees, reach back for your feet, and kick, kick, kick those legs back. Kick, kick, kick those legs back. And up, and up, and up. And then slowly, gently release that. Push back to child's pose for a brief exhale. And then down dog, lingering here. Step or hop the feet through the hands and sit down on your butt. And then you'll roll back onto your back for our bridging. So we're gonna lower drip by drip all the way down. When we get all the way down, hands come down by the sides. I like to roll my shoulder blades in. I even just lift the center of the chest, spread the toes, press the heels into the mat, and then lift and lengthen up. And as you lift and you lengthen up and lift. And then slowly come down, drip, drip, drip. We have 2 more just like that. Stay with it. Inhale, peel and lift. Lift and peel. You got this. And then slowly come down. If you're craving the wheel, now is your time, yeah? If you never crave the wheel, just do the half bridge. If you want to take your feet wider and you want to interlace your hands underneath you, sure. So start where you are, use what you got, and do what you can. The arms can reach over, yeah? The hands come underneath, and you might just stay there, or sometimes, who knows, sometimes it happens. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it comes and it feels like a lot, and sometimes it comes and it feels like a little. So just meet yourself where you are, and then slowly come down. Now, we still have lots to do, so give yourself a moment to breathe. Let your knees touch, feet wide. Okay, we're gonna go back to priming those hips. What do I mean? You will lift your feet off the mat, cross your right thigh over your left. If you can vine the legs so your right foot comes outside, you do. If you can't, you do whatever variation. Now, Two options. One, take the right elbow under the left, and either the hands will come to your shoulders like they did when we were standing, or the palms will come together. Lower your right foot to the mat, back of your head's on the mat, and then curl everything up, tap, and then come down. Curl. If you're holding the shoulders, it's the same thing. Curl and tap. If you need to hold the head, curl and tap. We just have two more. Curl and tap. Last one, curl and tap. Now, if vining the legs feels like too much for you, unvine them. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate the vining variation after I unbind them. Move the hips to the left and the knees to the right. Okay, so that's one variation. The other variation is to take the right leg over that left and then keep the legs there. Okay, because that weights the thigh. Now, interlace the hands behind the head, curl up. Yep, I'm saying it. Curl up. Yeah, two more and we'll make four. Curl up. Last one, curl up. Beautiful. Come through the center just to neutralize it. Let's bring our knees together, our feet together. Smooth breathing. Coil into yourself and then down. You got this. Two more. Coil in and down. Last one. In and down. Now, you guessed it. Tabletop your legs. Left under, over, and then the left ankle under. Foot comes down. Take that left elbow under the right. Back of the head's on the mat, and so is the foot. And then you coil into you. Release. You have five more. You don't have to do any of this. This is a get to moment. It is prepping you, though, for your figure four or your pigeon, which, yes, is coming. Figure four and pigeon coming your way. In one more curl. And then you come down, your hips go to the right and your knees go to the left. You can either keep them coiled or just stack, interlace the hands behind the head, curl up and down, up and down. Two more, up, down, last one, up and down. And we come back through the center. And you narrow your pelvis by bringing your toes wide and your knees together, okay? Interlace your hands behind your head. Curl up slow and down. Only two more. Curl up and down. Last one, friends. Curl up and down. Now, three options. Right ankle in front of left thigh, and you're reclined, figure four. Sit up and you're in seated, figure four. Rock forward into down dog. Lift the right leg and come into pigeon. So those are all the same shape. You decide what one you want to do. I'll say it again. Seated, figure four, or reclined, or pigeon. We're here for a minute. So you breathe in and you breathe out, knowing that the epicenter of the stretch or the cohesive untangling is the right outer rotators. So we want to get here in this spot, breathe. Probably have about 5 more breaths. If you're in the pigeon and you like to bend the left knee and grab the foot for the mermaid, go ahead. Everyone else, unravel the leg. Put the left outer ankle in front of the right thigh for the reclined figure four, rock up if you're doing the seated figure four. And if you're in pigeon, just sweep that right leg back. Take a vinyasa if you like. And then slowly come into down dog, lift the left leg and come forward into pigeon. Breathing in and breathing out. Whatever variation, let it be one where you feel something happening inside. In breath, out breath. If there's a way to make it deeper, make it deeper. And then slowly release. If you're in the reclined figure four, rock up to seated. Bring your legs out in front, take the flesh off the sit bones. If you're in the pigeon, cycle through the vinyasa and then join in Paschimottanasana. So you lengthen. If you can't get your chest to your thighs, start with your knees bent, flex your feet, walk your hands forward. Notice my spine is straight and not rounded, not yet anyway. So lengthen, legs forward, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Keep lengthening and then draw the chin. Slowly sit up, scoop the belly in and round your way down. If you need to take legs up the wall, shoulder stand, headstand, do that. Now I'm just gonna roll my left shoulder blade under my heart, my right shoulder blade under my heart and close my eyes. And in the space of the breath, I'm gonna allow for my body and my mind to soften and to come into that space of breathing in and breathing out. And so as you're breathing, let everything go. All the holding. Even scan the feet, ankles, calves, knees, elbows, thighs, wrists, upper arms. Make sure there's no area that is holding. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nam Narayana Vasudeva Hare Om. You let your eyes remain soft. You need longer in this unspooled shape. You stay. If you're ready to reawaken, fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. You can rub the pads of the feet and the palms of the hands. Your energy into you. You can extend that energy into all beings everywhere. Roll to your right, warm embrace of the thighs in, deep acknowledgement of your longest, your deepest, your most intimate relationship, the one you have with yourself. When you come up to seated, you bring your hands to your heart center in prayer. There is no rush. You can stay in that unhurried shape. You look in and down at your heart, this space that reminds you of compassion, kindness, and gratefulness. When you reside there and I reside there, we are all the same. Namaste.